Show Your Mouth Lounge, episode number 233.
333.
333. Okay, that sounded wrong to me. I was like, I could swear we've gone on for over 300 episodes, but maybe I'm losing it. I'm not losing it so far. That will change.
But yes, coming to you in glorious 17 FPS, allegedly. This is a single image, mind you, listener.
Yeah.
You're viewing this single image in 17 frames per second. I hope you're happy.
You didn't know that you needed more frames, but now you do.
So anyway.
Yes. Anyways. So, Addy.
Yes.
YouTube?
Alright, well. I have written the next review. I have already recorded the audio for it. I just need to edit it. So there's one. Then.
Alright.
Then. I've been recording 2 series, not 1, 2 series this past week. Fighting games I have filled until January 1st, 2025.
I see.
So every week there's a new fighting game arcade mode until January 1st, 2025 as of this moment. Now, once I was finished with that, I went, okay, I'm also gonna record, like, you know, the stuff for October, because I wanted to do my own horror stuff for shit that we don't hit, and, like, you know, stuff that I don't want to force y'all to play, but also still fits. And
okay,
yeah, so I recorded a video for this in last November.
Yeah.
Because you know me. and then yeah, I continued it now. I recorded all of October. There's usually for these scheduling things, I look at the calendar and I see how many days there are in the last week of October, because whatever. And so it makes sense for Halloween. I don't know why I do it for my own shit, but whatever. So yeah, I did that anyway. There's only four days, so there's 4 videos. Now, the funny thing is, first video in the week, 1 hour and 30. Second video of the week, 15 minutes. Third video of the week, 1 hour and 30. Fourth video of the week, 2 hours.
Yeah, now you're catching up to my style of I'm not really paying attention half the time to the video lengths because I'm dumb.
Oh no, you see, it depends for me. Do I want this to be a series, or do I want this to be one video? If it's one video, then, you know, how much do I leave in? One of the 15-minute video was I guess I'll just talk about it, whatever, who gives a fuck. So the 15-minute video was Alan Wake.
I see.
Now, for one, Alan Wake I have always thought looked lame. Like, when it came out, I looked at it and I went, eh. But at the same time, like, you know, my standards for like psychological horror that I actually care for, my standards for that are specifically Silent Hill 2 and Fatal Frame 2. So, like, stuff under that I acknowledge as part of the genre, but not necessarily stuff that I care about, you know. And yeah, Alan Wake, I played it. It was the 4th game in a row that I have recorded where the video got fucked. So the entire video I'm just full of piss and vinegar.
Oh.
Because, you know, like, on one hand, once again, I've always thought Alan Wake was lame. On the other hand, this is the 4th fucking video where something goes wrong during it. And at least this time I picked up on it fast enough that I could fix it. Which is why the video even exists. But, like, fuck. You know?
This sounds like you start the video already. Like, all right, y'all, it's time I told you about how this game fucking sucks dick.
Close enough. Like, I don't think I ever get that bad. But I am making fun of everything in the game, even stuff that is like, you know, where I'm not in an already irritable state, I would let pass. Because it's like the game makes a reference to the Twilight Zone. So one of the running bits in the 15-minute video is just me making movie references to random like horror movies, and then proclaiming how clever I am. Which, like, you know, it's one of those things where like wearing your inspirations on your sleeve are fine, but at the same time, there's a way to do it tastefully, and how Alan Wake did it was not tasteful in my opinion.
I see.
But anyway, yeah. So that, and then the other stuff is I did you know, there's Dreams. So I just went on to Dreams and played a bunch of horror games there.
Oh boy.
So a couple of those videos are just compilations of me playing Dreams games. Some of them good, some of them bad. I tried to go for a split of like, all right, this looks good, this looks bad, this looks mediocre. You know, I don't even know what the fuck this could be. There's a game that I played specifically because I didn't know how it fit into the genre, because it was tagged as psychological horror, and the game is titled Pet That Dog. And the image, because you have to make a thumbnail for these games, you have to make an actual like logo and shit. And the thumbnail for that game was like this vaporwave, well, like I don't even know what to call it, because it was like somewhere between, you know, vaporwave and like the like early 2000s like very like deprecated or whatever, like bless you, digital arrow like
Thank
aesthetic, like, you know, basically clip art more or less like that. And it was like a picture of an Akira or a Shiba, I can't fucking tell. And I'm like, okay, how the fuck is this psychological horror? Why is this here? Because so many other games, even the ones that I didn't like I could look at them and I went, hey, I can understand why this would be here. Why is the dog game here? And yeah, you'll see the reasons, or like thereof, I guess. Yeah.
I see. Okay, I was figuring there's a twist here.
In the Vegas sense, yes. But yes. And then the other one was World of Horror, which that's a nearly 2-hour long video, because the game is a text-based adventure game, more or less. Like it has graphics, but it's trying to be trying to emulate 1-bit choose your own adventure like story games, but also being a horror game. And so, you know, there's a lot of reading and shit. I didn't want to cut the stuff that was different, so that people understood what the fuck was going on, mainly.
Is that not the one that tries to be Super Junji Ito?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Like, I guess for spoilers about that, because that's literally the title. In World of Horror, I try to beat God by throwing broken bottles and sticks into his eyes.
That sounds right.
And it would have worked if it weren't for the dev.
Oh, can you pause the recording? I'm getting a phone call.
Yes, one sec. So yeah, aside from, so once I was finished with those, with the one-offs, I went, okay, I still have all of October to fill. I can go and record a series. I went, all right. So what's a game that I would count like close enough to do a series on for October, that I wouldn't that I don't think would be better by y'all being there. Okay, well, what about Digimon Survive? I don't see y'all being really into Digimon, you know?
It's kind of something I skipped over in my childhood.
And so for one, very good choice, as it turns out. The first 2 hours of the game, you don't even have Digimon.
I see.
So in the time that we would have recorded the game, we wouldn't have even gotten to the things that it's based on.
I see.
But yeah. So I went, okay, you know, I'll record the series, and then I'll schedule it for October. All right, I'll record 2 sessions, 33 videos. Already more than days in the fucking months that I want to release it in.
I see.
So I went, okay, I guess that's the new series once Perfect Apocalypse finishes, because Perfect Apocalypse is finishing in October anyway. Because that also was supposed to be the October series, by the way. But yeah. So I went, okay, whatever, fuck it. Digimon Survive just takes over Perfect Apocalypse's time slot, which is funny because after, like, Digimon Survive, Perfect Apocalypse is a visual novel series. Digimon Survive is a visual novel. The game after Digimon Survive that I will want to play in that time slot is a visual novel. I guess Fridays are just a fucking visual novel time slot now. Like, it just so happens that there's 3 visual novels that I wanted to play back to back, more or less, but still, it is very funny. So I went, okay, I recorded a couple more sessions, and then I scheduled them. And then during that time, I also wanted to check out, because Kingdom Hearts 1's end is nowhere near. But I remember that during the end, I say, hey, who knows, maybe I'll do a playthrough of Chain of Memories. Not Re-Chain of Memories, just Chain of Memories on the GBA. Because fuck Re-Chain. So I went, okay, if there's any time, then it's now. To check if I actually want to do a series on Chain of Memories. So I recorded a session of it, and I really enjoyed it. Turns out I was right. Chain of Memories was fine. Putting its mechanics, like forcing its mechanics into Kingdom Hearts 1 was what made it fucking awful.
I see.
Because as it turns out, if your movement is also accommodating of the rest of the game's mechanics, then, like, you know, it actually flows together, and like it feels well designed and fun. Not to mention that progression actually feels, you know, properly paced, instead of being like, all right, you now grind for the next hour, and you might be able to clip Sephiroth's fingernails.
I see.
But yeah, so I recorded that. You wanna fucking guess where I am in scheduled videos?
September of 2025.
Actually, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Somehow I just felt it in my heart.
Like, I am somewhere between September and December, because Chain of Memories is in like late September, early November, or something like that. October, whatever, I don't know times.
At some point in time.
Yes. But I know that the Digimon Survive is in late October 2025. And like I didn't even fucking try, is the thing. It's only been a week. I record these videos, like I record Digimon Survive for like 2 hours or 3 at most, and I record Chain of Memories for an hour, and I'm a year. There you go. Chain of Memories videos, I actually think, are like, you know, I wouldn't under any circumstance claim that they're the definitive way to experience Chain of Memories, because like I'm on it. If you remove my voice acting, then yes, probably. Like the definitive way to experience Chain of Memories would be to play the game and then also have the cutscenes cut in. But what I did is I took the cutscenes from Re-Chain and just cut them into Chain of Memories, and then you also see the Chain of Memories cutscenes on in a bottom corner for the entire series, and I think that's neat. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Because you get the best of both worlds. You also get, like, you know, properly 3D animated cutscenes with voice acting and shit, and you also get gameplay that isn't fucking ass. But yeah. But I just wanted to note this, because it's fucking ridiculous that it's been a week. I didn't even try. And nonetheless, I am very close to having videos scheduled until I fucking graduate university.
Oh!
Like, I think it's physically impossible for me to actually schedule videos until I graduate from university, because I still have 2 years, and you can only schedule up to 2 years in advance. So I can schedule up to like June of 2020, or July now, I guess, July of 2024, or 2026. But still, wait, fuck. I will be graduating in near July.
Oh boy.
So yes, so yes, I might be able to schedule videos until I fucking graduate university. And like, you know, the schedule is good and bad, because the schedule allows us to, you know, do other stuff aside from recording, and then also still release content and all that. Like, it makes it so the videos are not as timely. Of course, I mean, the fucking video that's gonna be recorded now but coming out 2 years from now will definitely not be fucking timely. But but at the same time, imagine if I don't even record anything aside from this summer break, and then I just start the next series, and I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm just a fucking like movie director now.
Yeah.
So yeah, as for this week, the stuff that's coming out, Kingdom Hearts 1 continues. Actually, I can check which episode exactly. So let me see. Oh yeah, I wanted to share one of the Kingdom Memories video titles because I thought it was good, but I don't remember where I put the fucking image. Whether I can make a new image. That's easy. So yeah, like the Chain of Memories series. This one doesn't have a thumbnail yet because I didn't. They didn't make it yet. Basically, there is a serious thumbnail already. I just was too lazy. But yeah, that's coming out in on September 8th, 2025. But yeah, so the episode, this week's episode of Kingdom Hearts is already out. The first tournament arc began. I don't fucking remember what happens in this. I don't like. There was one session where I just did nothing but the Hercules Cup or whatever, something like that, and all of that got corrupted. So.
Oh no!
Nothing of value was lost. I just ceased talking for a while because I was like, you know what, you've played through Kingdom Hearts 1. You know what the Hercules Cup is like. You just sit there and do the same fucking thing over and over again until you win.
Yeah. Up until you get to the final bosses of the Olympus stuff, it gets pretty standard.
Yeah, and so like I didn't at some point I just stopped doing commentary and I would cut them together and stuff like that. But there was a session where nothing happened. Like genuinely, I think I started the next session because I recorded 3 sessions on the same day. Because I went, all right, here we're gonna do stuff until I can't do anything anymore. And then I reached that and I went, okay, I'm gonna go record myself separately, trying to do shit on Olympus. That got corrupted, and then once I've beaten the cup, I started the next recording, and I went, you know what? The next recording is fucking gone. Good riddance. Not you didn't miss anything. And that's basically the story of that. But yeah, one of those is there. There's 3 tournament arcs. I remember this. There's 3 tournament arcs that I recognize officially in my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1. So, yeah. Something I'm sure happens in this. Then, on Wednesday, I think, Digimon Rumble Arena is getting an arcade run. I just titled this video The Reno Menace. And
the Random Menace?
Reno. Because there's this character called Renamon. And
is that one of the ones that people really fetishize?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay, because I think I know him from like Gary's mod videos, and like the character's bit usually is to just show up and horribly molest somebody.
Yeah, Renamon is Renamon is not only overly sexualized, but the stage of evolution that Renamon shows up at is literally called Child. So you know.
Oh boy.
Yes. Anyway, I like Renamon because they're cool. Like they have that Lucario design thing going on where they're basically just kung fu dog, except Renamon is a fox, but whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, the description for the video is there's a reason Renamon wasn't in Rumble Arena 2, you know, which is the fact that Renamon kicks ass. Renamon can stall lock the final boss. She is the only one.
I see.
That is also why I used her in the video.
Understandably.
Because like with the final boss has like 3 separate ways that he can stun lock you and kill you in a couple of hits. Renamon, as far as I'm aware, Renamon is the only one who can do the same back to him. So I figured it was only fair. And then yeah, another episode of Perfect Apocalypse. We're reaching the end because I believe there's only 7 episodes of the first one, and then I played the other 2 games as well. This one has very descriptive. You know how YouTube is like, hey, make descriptive titles and descriptions for their videos, because then it will reach more people and shit.
Yeah.
So the title for this video is exclamation points, and the description is ellipses.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be complying with YouTube's demand for more accurate titles. I just can't be bothered.
I mean, usually for me, it's either or like summary of what actually happens in the video. Like there's an episode of Chain of Memories that I'm looking at right here because I hadn't updated this page, but it's definitely not coming out when it is appearing in the list. But whatever. That is called Catching Up to Cloud. What happens in that one? I go through doors because that's how fucking Chain of Memories happens, and then story-wise, Sora catches up to Cloud in a foot race. So I went, whatever, fuck it. Good enough.
Yep.
I also used Genie a lot. I don't know if it's on in the scheduled videos or not, or if I have to upload those. But I really wanted to because you know otherwise, as you know, I just make a joke that is either in the video or relating to something in the video. And after a while, I don't know why, I started referring to Genie as Jenny. You know, from the block.
Yeah.
Against all the wishes. You see? So I really wanted to make one of the titles pertaining to Jenny from the block, written Gennie. But I don't know if there's also, I don't know why I was sleep deprived, so it's like another guy fucking titled these videos. But the first like 7 episodes or something like that are just all alliteration of some kind, wasting all of Aladdin's wishes, going through Agrabah. Okay, that's not alliteration. Jostling with Genie Jafar, Deathly Doors in Wonderland, combat with cowardly cards. What the fuck was I on?
It's an interesting choice.
The thing is, I didn't even do it for most of the series. Well, okay, no, technically, I think that this is most of the series, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't do this usually. There's no alliteration in Hades beats my ass, boom boom.
But there could be.
I don't know. I felt like that was just such a good description of what happens in that video, because it's a 14-minute video. I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 of those minutes are me getting to Hades, and the rest of the episode is me attempting to beat Hades and failing. The first attempt is very close, and then every subsequent attempt is worse. And then I just today I recorded an episode of this and Digimon Survive. And today I turn the game on, and I go, all right, I did some grinding off screen, but actually the game is not grinding. The game doesn't allow you to grind. After a while, the game just goes no and stops spawning enemies.
That's pretty funny.
So I grinded as much as the game allowed me to, and then I turn on the recording. I go to Hades and I go, hey. Shit sucks because I wasn't able to grind as much as I wished I could. I'm actually gonna have to learn how to play the game. And then I fight Hades. I fight Hades. He beats me, and I go okay. And then I go at it again, and I beat him on the second attempt.
Huh?
Now the weirder one was after it, there was another boss fight. There was a boss fight with Larxene. And we dealt no damage to each other. And I don't know why. Like, eventually I beat her, but it was a war of attrition. It was a war of who can dump all of their cards and then reload faster than the other, basically.
That makes sense for Larxene, right? She's supposed to be just a kind of crazy sadist.
I don't know. She's supposed to be like a Foxy, I guess. I don't know. Like, her gimmick, gameplay-wise, is that she's fast and shit. And she definitely wasn't fast and shit. like, I'm used to her teleporting all over the place and, like, summoning clones and doing, like, lightning magic like that. No, she just cast Tundara on me. Or just, like, grab me. And then that's it. And then she'd reload. And that was that was her game plan. And my game plan was just quickly hit all of the punching attacks and then get card broken in the process, which means that I don't actually attack her. And then
I see.
And then once all of my cards are gone, heal, reload, repeat. Like, I wanna say of today's session, which will be like episode 12 or something like that, coming out in late September. Of 2025, in case you really want to know. If you really want to see. But yeah, the first like 7 minutes of the episode is just this. And even during the fight, I'm just like, why is neither of us dying? Like, if Larxene is not dying, that's whatever. That's sometimes it's just game design. Why am I not dying?
Finally, an appropriate match. A real match. Where nothing happens.
Yeah. And then I just had the fucking easiest time with Oogie Boogie.
I love Oogie Boogie. He has fun boss fights in every game. He's never been that difficult of one.
Oh yeah, no, and then also with the world bosses, because there's the Organization 13 guys, they don't have this mechanic. But the world bosses, the fake bosses, I guess, if you want to call them, they all give you a special card that drops randomly during the match that you can use. It gives Sora Zavarudo. And like, well, it doesn't actually stop time, I don't think, but it always does like a reset. Like, it is a card that will always break the opponent's card. Does a reset into some other state of the game. And also just stops the boss from attacking for a bit. This is just a thing that every like field boss, if you want to call them those, has in that game. And so Oogie Boogie, his whole thing is just, whenever he throws the dice, just delete the dice from existence, because that's a thing that you can do in this game that you weren't able to do in 1. And then whenever Zavarudo drops, you just Zavarudo him and then he dies. Yeah, but Chain of Memories, like, I am surprised by how much I'm actually enjoying this, because Chain of Memories is so fucking shit. And I'm actually I am low-key offended at what they've done to this game. Because like once again, it's not like Kingdom Hearts, in the classical sense of, like, how Kingdom Hearts is designed, with the whatchamacallit, with the like battle design and all that. But considering the differences between the power of the Game Boy Advance and the PlayStation 2, the accommodations that they made are understandable, and nonetheless, the game, like, actually the intended game, Chain of Memories, the way the game was intended to be played, is good. Like, when you look at it as just a game, if you're just if you're just going, hey, this is a game, I'm gonna play it, it's really fucking fun. And then Chain of Memories is just like, okay, but what if you made it so movement is bad? Anyway, yeah. So, yes, Perfect Apocalypse, Rumble Arena, and Kingdom Hearts is already out, so I guess it's already out, whatever. You can go watch it now. You can watch the first tournament arc. That's my channel.
Alright. Let's see. on my channel, I did just this past week make a second channel, a Total War focused channel. So hey, that's cool. I would like to do more with it, depending on whether or not I can fit in the time, which is a difficult question. But I wanted to start putting the Total War stuff on another channel because I don't intend to really stop doing the LPs with friends and putting them up on my main channel, which I guess now is just going to be the LP dumping channel. But at the same time, I know that nobody wants to watch it. Whereas, other than Ted and Derek, whereas my Total War stuff, people actually watched, and it actually helped people learn the game, and I quite enjoyed doing that. So I set up a second channel for Total War, and I will upload to it as I am able to. I don't have anything planned this week, as you can tell. While on the main channel, the LP dumping channel, I'm sure that shit is still scheduled for Phasmophobia and Vermintide. This might be the week where I run out of Phasmophobia and it gets replaced with the Payday that you and me recorded a couple weeks ago. And that's what's going on my channel.
On the group channel, you will see that I have scheduled all of the unscheduled Payday videos as well. Look at the sheer size of that thing. Look at the sheer fucking time that will take.
I would imagine so. Hang on. Because when I uploaded my Payday, I didn't have to load it back behind a bunch of other videos like we had to for the Devolution channel. Yeah, that makes sense. This makes sense. I see it all. Yep. I'm gonna have to press the back button a lot to go through where we are today. Oh,
you can set it to show 50 videos instead of 30.
Yeah, that would be smart, but I've already gone through the next page or back page, whatever. Okay. On July 3rd, Wednesday, Payday 2 Part 17. On July 5th, Street Fighter 6 Part 18. On July 6th, Phasmophobia Part 23. And on July 7th, The King of Fighters 96. Yeah, that's the first King of Fighters that's good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because like 94 and 95 I was playing, I was like it was almost so kind of awkward. It was so close to being KOF, but yet it was so awkward that it almost made me like question whether or not
Do I even like KOF
ever felt good. No, that wasn't in question, but I questioned whether or not KOF ever felt like it. Like I was like, it feels better than this, right? And yes, it does. But nonetheless, yeah, we proceed on through that series. And 96, though, 96. Yeah, that's where it starts to get real good. I mean, like, you could tell with Pink, because Pink very suddenly was like, yeah, we should just play 96 and not any of the others. And it's like, no, Pink, you don't understand. This sets the standard that the others raised the bar from.
Yeah. And then there's 2001.
And while I'll grant that he has the understandable complaint of why do only 2 games in the series have Mr. Big, to which I will inevitably counter later on with, yes, but Vanessa and Seth and whoever else we see in 99, 2000. Well, we haven't hit 98, but 98 is just the best of for 94 through 97. But once we get to 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 11, then it'll start to be like there are other characters to love. KOF is one of those ones where like it sucks to see a favorite character of mine get left behind. At the same time, every lot of newcomers has a few that work for me, you know?
Yeah.
So there you go. All right.
Mr. Big isn't in the later KOF games because he's too busy being big.
But he is big, though. Was anyone doubting that he was big?
No, but he's getting bigger.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Like in KOF 16, Mr. Big will be the Rugal style, what you call it, like the DLC boss that they enable, but he'll be the size of fucking Galactus, and he'll be called Mr. Gargantuan.
Oh no! Oh god!
Anyway, yeah.
That's so. Anyways, on a less frightening note. Well, actually, a still rather frightening note, but nonetheless. So, playing. I've been playing the game that I guess I can use as my answer to the topic, anyways. But the topic I was thinking was, all right, what's a tool that when the game gives it to you in the early game, you're like, okay, so this obviously can't be that good. Either this has to be only really good in a few specific situations, or it just generally has to be disappointing. Right? Because we've had those times in games where it's like, oh my god, this ability sounds amazing. Oh, it's actually garbage. But then this is what are those instances where it's like, it can't possibly be this good, and you get in, it's like, oh no, it's actually that good.
All right. Well, for my answer, one of the possible many, I guess. This is kind of open Contra's like weapon design overall, but it really shows it really can fit in Operation Galuga. So, in Operation Galuga, your worst weapon is the machine gun, because that's all it is. It's just faster bullets and more of them. That is the most underwhelming gun in the game. The other guns are stuff like, okay, you get a laser rifle. What does the laser rifle do? Oh, it bounces off of enemies if there's more than one on screen. You get the flamethrower. What does the flamethrower do? Well, you know it's a flamethrower, but also, as a special, oh, by the way, the laser's special ability is either slowing down time or a big ass fucking beam. Like just straight up fucking hyper viper beam. Flamethrower. You know, it's a flamethrower. It clears like I wanna say like, I don't know, 20-30% of the screen. What is the flamethrower special ability? Oh, you know, a shield. Or you know, a fucking dragon that homes on enemies. Because
that's what I was thinking about, yeah.
Because the type of weapon, like the weapon types change per character. Like there's 10 characters, there's not 10 versions of weapons, but which like there's two versions of each weapons, and which version they get is dependent on the character. So like, you know, for the flamethrower, for example, for some characters the flamethrower is what I said, is just what I said. It's the normal ass flamethrower that you would expect. It covers 30% of the screen. For others, it's a thing that you can charge, and it shoots a flaming ring of fire. And the flaming ring of fire is well, no, that depends on character once again, whether they get the dragon or the shield. But yeah, that. Alright, machine gun even. Machine gun, what do you get? Well, you either get machine gun is as a weapon is underwhelming. Machine gun special is either grenades just spawn around you. The grenades form a shield around you. You cannot be hit unless it's a very specific certain circumstance. Or you become invincible. For a time.
Oh boy.
Let's see, what else is there? There's homing. Homing is either homing rockets, which, you know, in the name. Homing sting, homing special, when it's rockets, usually. It's summoning spaceships from fucking Galaga. And the spaceship shoot people on the screen. Like they also just move around freely of you and just shoot people while you also shoot people. But homing can also be an arcing lightning that just arcs over the screen, and it can just go between 2 points on an enemy and deal all of the damage, all of it. And that homing special is 3 fucking lasers that cover the screen. Like you remember the Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, like Stone of Power or whatever the fuck, where it would just suddenly there would suddenly be 4 beams on screen at all points. It does that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, fucking Reality Stone?
Yeah, that one. And then there's Spread Shot. Spread Shot is the best one, usually. That also depends, I suppose. You know, for some characters, homing is better. For some characters, Spread Shot is better. So Spread Shot. Well, it's already like the default thing with Spread Shot is that, you know, it covers a lot of space. It covers like basically all of the screen, depending on how far you are from the enemy and all that. So Spread Shot's special is either that has just a bunch of bullets that fly out all over the screen and they bounce off of the edges for a while, dealing damage, of course.
Yeah.
Or it gives you armor that you can charge up by, I forgot, it's either dealing damage or getting damage dealt to you. That when triggered, the armor it comes off of you and does a screen nuke.
Oh.
The other Spread Shot, by the way, is just a Mega Buster.
I see.
So, basically, in Contra Operation Galuga, you either always want a Spread Shot or you also always want a homing shot, because those two are the most broken overall. But like, you could take any fucking one of these weapon get-ups, put them in another game, and it's fucking broken. Imagine that you're playing Max fucking Payne, and you pick up a machine gun, and you go, oh, okay, I'm gonna use up this machine gun and activate its special ability, invincibility, for like a minute. You know, that's the worst weapon in the game. That's the worst weapon in the game. Like Operation Galuga. It is just the answer to this question, because it is like you look at the concept of these weapons and you go, no, they don't let you do that because that's fucking broken, and then they fucking let you do that, and it's not broken because there's so many enemies on screen that, you know, it works out, but still, shit.
It's Contra, yeah.
Like, once again, you put this fucking arsenal of Samus Aran, and like I know that she's not too far, but like, imagine if Samus Aran could also just go, okay, fuck it, I don't need this weapon, I'm just gonna summon a dragon. Like,
I mean, Samus can get really good near the end of the game, but that's pretty nuts.
yeah, from what I understand, like, Samus can get very nutty, but Samus is still like believably nutty. Like, she is still a, you know, she's still a proper action hero. She's not like like the fucking the Contra core.
It's pretty uncommon for Samus to have to deal with more than 2 enemies on screen.
Yeah. Like, it's a thing of like, Samus is a very capable woman. Samus is very good at her job. The Contra core people are just like fucking with world-ending levels of power. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you give Samus a fucking Spread Shot without even the thing where it either gives her a shield that just screen nukes or whatever. You just give her a Spread Shot, and I assume that she would already be fucking broken. Because like, I think in some of the Metroid games she can get a sort of Spread Shot where, you know, she can fire in multiple directions. I'm gonna assume that it doesn't shoot like, I don't know, 4 or 5 sets of 6 bullets. You know?
Yeah. Shit.
So yeah, like, I feel like, once again, Contra is just a good answer to the question of what weapon or thing in a video game that you can think of that would be absolutely fucking broken, and then they still let you have it. Because, once again, what the hell? Like, conceptually, what the hell?
Oh shit. Oh boy. So I have to mention really quick, just in case I forget it for FGA tomorrow, because we're recording that tomorrow, that I'm playing around with Skullgirls with the DLC characters. And the big ending to the DLC, the season, or it was what they called season 1, I don't know if they intend on actually doing a season 2, was the final boss of the game, Marie, now as a playable character. And I just popped in like, okay, well, let's see how this is. Crouching heavy punch is she turns around, grabs a skeleton from off screen, and German suplexes them onto you.
Ah, the Friend Quest special.
Yeah. The moment I saw that, I was like, I may have to consider this character. But nonetheless, yes, for something that is like, oh my god, this can't possibly be that strong. Oh, that's okay. No, they just let me have that. Let me just throw in, easy answer, the entirety of Virgil's moveset in Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in Devil May Cry. Like, every character in Devil May Cry has that at some point. But my god, Virgil.
Shit, if you want to talk just like character action games from Capcom, Sengoku Basara, Sarada Yukimura Den. The Yukimura Den specific character versions of Masamune and Yukimura are literally designed around the idea of, alright, but how do we fuck this up? How do we make this so fucking broken that you can't imagine that this made it off of the fucking concept art board?
And to keep the crowd fighter, keep the Muso thing going. So, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 and base roster features Shanks. Shanks, his whole thing is hockey. For those who don't know, hockey in One Piece, it's a game you play on an ice with the puck. No, hockey is projection of the willpower.
It stands.
That often, in a sense, except that more so tends to manifest either as direct expulsion of like concussive energy or lightning.
So ki.
And Shanks,
or chi.
Yeah, and Shanks' whole thing was that, okay, he has hockey, but you have to manage it. It's a meter he has to manage. He has to be very careful with it. And it's a very difficult meter to manage because it also enhances his normals, so he kind of doesn't want to spend it ever because he doesn't want to lose the meter, because as long as the more meter, not only he spends for the meter for special moves, but it enhances his normals as long as he's got meter. Okay. So it's some strong stuff if you play properly, but it's nothing too crazy. And then they announced that the last DLC for character for the game was going to be Gold Motherfucking Roger. The dude that starts the entirety of One Piece off, rather famously, by saying, hey, all my treasure it's in One Piece, okay, bye, dies. And so it's kind of like, well, this guy's the biggest, baddest motherfucking pirate of all time. Well, this is One Piece, right? Like, right over here is Whitebeard, who is goddamn 30 feet tall. And over there is Luffy, who makes Mr. Fantastic look like a pussy. So how does Mr. Greatest Pirate of all time play? Oh, he's the best hockey master of all time. Okay, but how good? Okay, so he's got like Shanks' meter mechanic? No. It is you build up that hockey the first time, and from that point on, every single move that Gold Roger has is an absolute screen clear of not only can he just like kill people by not even doing anything, he just expels lightning by existing. But he will like have attacks that like, oh, I waved my sword around 4 times and it shoots out 4 gigantic waves of fucking willpower lightning that one shot everything and cover half the screen. And I'm shooting out 4 of them at a time.
Nice.
And it's just like, oh, this character's just that fucking broken, and they absolutely meant to. This character is following the Budokai Tenkaichi rules of balance of we are balancing lorefully and not for gameplay purposes. This guy is just the best because he should be the best.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, with like single player games, I think that has a lot more merit.
Yeah, especially when it's already a fan service heavy game like many anime games are,
Yeah. I don't even remember what it was, but I played a game recently where it was actually Digimon Survive, where I had grinded my characters up to be like 2 or 3 times as high a level as they should be, accidentally, and and I went up against a boss. And I guess the game developers thought of this, because my characters, who cannot die and do all of the damage, died. Like, it was honestly sight to behold, because it was like, alright, I have Movement Chicken, who is a character that I named that because there's a character where if you set them up right, they can cover all of the fucking screen. All of it. With movement. This is a, by the way, Digimon Survive is a tactics game. It's like XCOM, but with Digimon. So like, I have a character that can walk anywhere on the screen in XCOM. So I move him up to next to the boss, and you know, he deals like, I don't know, 50% damage because he's high level, you know. Boss turns around.
Yeah.
Boss turns around, 50% damage, stun. Next turn, alright, character dead.
Well, it's the thing that always cracks me up about seeing high-level XCOM in any high XCOM-like game. So it can be XCOM, it can be Marvel. What's the Marvel XCOM that it is like?
Oh, Rise of the Imperfect.
Sold negative numbers,
not
but
Rise of the
everybody who
Imperfect.
bought
The
it
other
loved
one.
it.
Oh, fucking the one with Ghost Rider and Blade.
Yeah, because Rise of the Imperfect, Marvel Nemesis sucked ass. But like, I'm trying to think of the one that sold negative numbers, but everyone who did buy it fucking loved it.
I wanna say it's called something like Dead Sons or something like that.
Midnight Suns.
Yeah, Midnight Suns.
So yeah, Midnight Suns, you know, XCOM, for Mordheim, all the XCOM likes, where, you know, when I start them up, it's like, okay, I have 4 fucking shit peasants that I start with. Okay, start turn. Oh no, one enemy unit on the other side rolled the critical hit on every hit on their first turn and killed all my dudes instantly, whatever runs over. And it's just like, okay, so I guess this is just a game that you just do again and again until the luck is on your side, right? Then I'll see someone else playing the game, and they have one dude who just like runs off on his own and fucking crits everybody with some shit that I've never known even existed. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Digimon Survive is baby's first XCOM, so like I don't have to worry about the difficulty a whole lot, which is why I was so surprised that my characters actually died, because this isn't supposed to happen. But yeah, even in that, like, there's some funny ass plays, because I have the DLC character, the one that they released, but like I have, and Gilmon, who is the DLC character, plays exactly like Agumon, who is, you know, who is the main character's guy, so he always have access to Agumon. So basically, I have access to 2 Agumons, and the guy with all of the movement. And Agumon, the thing you need to know about him is that he might not have a lot of movement, but his special has a very long range, and deals. and in this game, the damage that an effect does not depreciate by range. So if a damage deals fucking 80% right next to the other guy, it will also deal 80% at its maximum range.
I see.
So Agumon and Gilmon can just pepper people, and whoever doesn't die, Movement Chicken can literally just walk in there because he has all of the fucking movement. That's the name. Like I have other characters on the team. Usually, like I usually there's a healer character that they give you. I usually have them on the team just in case and all that. But like, I've been playing the game with 3 characters for the most part, because like that team getup is fucking ridiculous, and they also have good amounts of movement. So like, and also keep in mind that like Gilmon is whatever, he's a separate case because he's the DLC. But Agumon can like digivolve and he gets stronger and shit. So does Movement Chicken for that matter. But Agumon 90% of the time doesn't digivolve in my games because he already deals 80% damage. Why would I need to fucking make him stronger? Like fucking Agumon walks up behind you, you're fucking dead. Pray to God that he does not have the time. Like, that game's balancing is fucking bonkers. It isn't. Like, I would say that it is also Budokai Tenkaichi levels of balancing, but it's not quite there yet. I don't. My sheer presence doesn't kill people yet. If I do a lot more grinding, then it might, though.
Maybe.
You know, maybe that's just one of those things that I will do. Maybe off recording, I'll just go do a couple of free bets, because that's what they call free battle. It's just shortened to free bet. Dot. But yeah. Anyway, for the answers, I feel like I cut into yours. I'm trying to trace back where we were exactly.
So, the one that initially made me think of this was Divinity Original Sin 2, which I have not gotten past, I guess, the first of 4 acts. So perhaps it does actually fall off in the late game. But at the very least, this has been a much more useful ability in the first act than I thought. So they put 6 playable characters in front of you, as well as the ability to make a custom character. But when there are 6 pre-made characters that the game specifies will have special stories that your custom character simply can't, you're generally going to pick the pre-made characters, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the custom characters will be more appealing on a second or third run where it's like, but what if I just want to make all my own custom abilities, maybe? But that's about it. But from the 6 characters, I know it's like, okay, well, quite a few of these guys just have buffs. They're like, more fire resistance, or my special trait is, I start out with the ability to read books better, or something like that.
I thought you were gonna say my special ability is more fight.
But then there's the character Sibyl, who is an elf chick. And her special ability is if she eats people, she learns their memories. I was thinking, Now, Divinity Original Sin is the sort of RPG where there are many quests that can be solved pacifistically, or with puzzle solving instead of just beating everyone to death until you get your way.
But now you can add more to the list of options.
Yes, exactly. It's a whole new way of solving several puzzles. It's just simply fucking eat anyone. So I was like, well, obviously this has to be one of those things they actually only have be useful, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in the whole game. But no, at least in the first act, I have used it probably 7 or 8 times, either directly, as in, it's like, oh, this guy's a mobster or cheatster, whatever guy, I need some information out of him. He's like, hey, I won't tell you nothing. You're a dirty fucking elf. I don't talk to no fucking elves. And I say to him, all right, if you don't tell me anything, I'm just going to eat you. And he says, I don't talk to no fucking elves. Oh no, my ribs. Oh no, my head. Oh, this sucks. And I eat him. And it's like, oh, now I know everything he knows. So I solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
Or I solve a fucking murder on the tutorial ship
by eating the murderer.
Like, they don't. What? Eating the murderer does that too, but no, I wait until the cops get fucking killed. They're investigating the scene. I come back and I eat the victim. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, this old lady killed this guy. Okay. How do you know that? I'd rather not say.
I know from the victim. When did you know this? Oh, tonight?
I also know their social security number.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why did you even feel like you should note that? I don't know. And there are times where it just solves things by nature of having it indirectly, where someone's like, I ain't telling you nothing. Okay, so I'm just going to eat you.
Yeah.
I have decided I'm going to tell you something. I have changed my mind. I made a very poor decision. I was very hasty. I have reconsidered. Plus, on top of that, one of the very first perk opportunity I got in the game, one of the perks is talk to animals. Well, you know what? That also fixes some problems.
Yeah.
oh man, this guy died and we don't know. The only thing that seemed to be around is this dog. I talked to the dog. Yeah, but the fucking guy killed something or other. Oh, well, that fucking fixes things.
I talked to the dog. If you don't tell me who it was, Leslie, I'm eating you next.
Imagine justifying that one to the police. Well, why'd you kill this guy? Because the dog told me he murdered the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that flies in court. The thing that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
The thing that caught me off guard, though, is that when you pick up your party members, you can actually play as them. You can switch control to them and not only just, combat, but you can engage in the dialogues as your party members. And your party members will often have unique dialogue options that your main player character wouldn't. And one thing that really caught me off guard was that I picked up a human ranger dude, who's this, Arab human ranger dude. And he's a pretty cool guy. I'm part of the lone wolves. I used to fight for law and justice until law and justice turned bad. So now I'm, whatever, criminal or something. And it's like, okay, all right, sure. Okay, you got your human rogue story to line up to this party. Just casually, I forget that I set him as the player character for a little bit instead of the main character. And I just click on a cat just for some reason. And the cat starts talking, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I look in the skill tree. Oh, the human rogue dude just has base kit that he talks to animals. He failed to mention that he can just do that.
I thought that you were gonna say that Sabil just had a unique dialogue where she asked, "Are you gonna eat that?"
There, I have solved at least 2 situations where someone tries to threaten Sabil by Sabil simply responding, "I will eat you," and the other person going, "Never mind, we're cool."
Yeah.
Like, I think she said something along the line, like one character threatened her and she responded with something along the lines of, "Either you and me will be friends or you will be digested," or something like that.
Nice.
There are 2. When Sabil looks around the world, she only sees 2 kinds of things: friends and food.
Yeah.
Make sure you're on the right side of that line. The really great... There was a very good moment where I had a lizard man join my party, and he's kind of an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole because he's just so over the top about it. But nonetheless, there is a spot where he's like, I run into another lizard man who is clairvoyant and he does drugs and all that. And so my lizard man dude stops Sabil and is like, "Hey, I need to talk to this guy for a second. I think it's really important I get my fortune because I'm kind of worried about my future." So I'm like, "Hey, that's cool. Go ahead." And he goes over and they do drugs together for about a half hour, and then he comes back and says, "Okay, everything's cool. I think I'm pretty comfortable with what the conclusion is here." And I'm like, "Sweet." So I go over and I talk to the guy, and it turns out he fucked with Sabil in her past. So I kill him. And then the lizard is like, "Hey, what the fuck? He just helped me and you killed him. What the fuck?" And I'm like, no, it's cool. You and me can still be cool, but he had to go. It's cool though, right? And my lizard man party member is like, "Okay, Sabil, look, I'll deal with it. Okay, we can stick together. I don't like that you killed that guy after he helped me. But okay, Sabil, I can put up with this." And the moment the dialogue ends, I have Sabil go over and eat the lizard dude. Right in front of the party member. And the thing that gets me is that if it was like, Fallout, where, you lean over the corpse and it looks like your character just takes a chunk out and whatever. No, Sabil will pick up an entire head and just simply says, "Eat," without cooking.
Sabil just takes out a fork and knife and sits down next to the corpse.
Yeah, that's what... I have had a mental image in my head sometimes of when the other characters are in dialogue with an NPC and it starts to get vaguely threatening. In the background, Sabil is just tying a bib around her neck.
Yeah.
Starts to be that the other party members start threatening NPCs with, "Look, hey, You know, we're doing the good cop, bad cop routine, except it's good cop, hungry cop.
You know, it's specifically good cop, hungry elf. You don't want to know the permutation. Good cop, hungry elf. However.
Oh God. Oh boy.
I guess I have another answer. If you don't have anything else to say about Divinity.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So as you know, I've recently done my first playthrough of Twilight Princess. Somewhat recently, whatever, I guess.
Yes.
So Twilight Princess has an unlockable outfit that makes it so as long as you have money, you're immortal. Now, you know, while Twilight Princess is in a lot of ways trying to be realistic, not money-wise. I always had a full wallet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is you know, I've beaten Link to the Past, and I've played, I don't know, the first 2 or 3 dungeons of Ocarina, and my memory was money was not much of an object in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. So, like, the real problem with that outfit is, well, for one, getting it because it's tied to a quest line that takes up, like, I want to say half of the game. So, like, you know, you can't just walk out of the tutorial area and then pick up the Immortality Shroud. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
Because then it would actually be genuinely broken. What the fuck? But you can pick it up in, like, the, you know, mid to late game. So you can still trivialize half of the game, more or less.
I see.
So yeah, and the other problem is getting the like bag upgrades so you can carry around 1,000 money, because, well, you for one, you actually need that for whatchamacallit, for buying the outfit, because once you unlock it, you also need to buy it, and it costs, like, I want to say, like, I don't know, 5 grand or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, if you have the bag that allows you to carry around, like, 10,000 rupees, then you can just buy the outfit for 5 grand and then live off of the 5 grand that you still have, and then get money back on the way. And the money doesn't go down fast enough for it to be a problem. And like, you know, the outfit is supposed to be balanced in the sense that if you wear the outfit, your money goes down, and then, you know, every couple of seconds, I don't know how many seconds, but every couple of seconds it goes down by 1 or something like that, I forget. And if it goes down completely, then the armor not only stops making you invincible, but also makes it so you're over encumbered. But once again,
Oh.
Legend of Zelda, money is not a problem. I have not once been over encumbered. Not once. So I just once again, half of the game, I was immortal. I couldn't die. The only times when I could get hit in the latter half of the game was when I was forced to be Wolflink, because Wolflink doesn't have the outfit, so he can't be immortal.
Oh, I see. Yeah, can Wolflink wear anything?
No. No, Wolflink can do Wolflink moves, and that's about it. Wolflink can't even jump high. Wolflink has to Z-target Midna, and then do like a very fast dash that he can only do if he's looking at Midna for some reason, to do high jumps.
I see.
But yeah, like, very fun game and shit. But once again, like, the thing with the outfit is like I understand that they make it a pain in the ass to get. Like, it is not unbalanced in the sense that, you know, they do make you jump through hoops to get it. At the same time, because money was not a problem, I didn't fear the final boss. Because what's he gonna do? Hit me? Like, like, I think I nearly died at the final boss, because there's a phase of the boss that you can only fight as Wolflink. That's why I nearly died. Because I've been, because not only was I forced into the state where I am no longer immortal, but also because I was immortal for so long, I had grown unused to actually fighting. Because you know, if you take no damage, because also a thing I guess I did forget to say that whenever you get hit while in the outfit, then it takes down like, I don't know, 15 rupees or something like that. Once again, since money is not a problem, not a problem. But yeah, like when every fight for the past, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 hours of the game, it was just people walking up to you, hitting you, and it doing nothing while you slice back and they die. You kind of get used to not actually having to like do fights proper, you know?
Yeah, that'll do it.
So yeah, I would count that as one of those things where, like, you know, you look at it, and it seems balanced, and then you actually play with it and go, oh no, they actually give you this. And the thing is, like, I don't even know. I from what I understand, like, maybe whatchamacallit, the ship one, I'm forgetting the name, Wind Waker. I think maybe Wind Waker has another outfit that's like that. But otherwise, I don't think that any of the other Zeldas have an immortality outfit that just does that.
Yeah, that seems like it would cause some game design problems. I'm no expert, but
and like, by the way, the immortality outfit is one of 3, and the 3 includes your default outfit that you get at the start of the game. The outfits that you have in the game are your default outfit. The outfit that makes you swim good. And immortality. Like, I don't think I need to like elaborate more on how that's fucking like ridiculous.
Speaks for itself, it does.
Yeah.
Did we all kind of have that moment in Dead Space with the Ripper? Of like, this can't be such a one-size-fits-all weapon, right? Oh my god, it kind of is.
I don't...
Okay, wait,
remember,
in fairness,
yeah.
the Ripper is kind of bad against like 2 or 3 enemies, but the majority of the enemies the Ripper is fantastic against.
Yeah.
Like, you can just totally get away with that in the plasma cutter.
See, like, when I think of the Ripper, I don't know why, but when I think of the Ripper, all I can think of is how, if memory serves, it wasn't good against babies.
Yes, because the babies keep their distance. And if you just aim directly at the baby, then you're going to... I forget what the issue was, but it had some like issue where it would bounce off the baby many times.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I remember the thing with the babies was that really oftentimes the best weapon against them was the fucking assault rifle, which was otherwise, I mean, in Dead Space 1, the assault rifle's fucking goddamn awful. I'm sure it's good in the remake. Goddamn, I need to get around to playing it at one point. I've got it fucking sitting on my shelf right now, staring at me and fucking making me feel ashamed. But in Dead Space 1, the assault rifle, notoriously fucking bad. Dead Space 2, actually pretty good in a lot of situations. Except for that stanky fucking alternate fire, which is so silly. Do you remember the alternate fire on that damn assault rifle?
Maybe. I feel like I remember it being like a grenade launcher thing, but it sucked, so we never used it.
They may have... Actually, I may be thinking of Dead Space 1 then that had the stanky alternate fire, and then they added the grenade launcher underslung in 2. So in Dead Space 1, the alternate fire for the assault rifle was that Isaac crouched and held the rifle up, aimed at the ceiling, and he would duck his head, and the barrels on the gun would split out into like facing 3 different ways, and would start firing and it would spin, the barrel of the gun would start spinning in a circle. So it would fire bullets in every single direction. Which, gameplay-wise, I guess it was supposed to be a panic button. I am surrounded by entirely too many motherfuckers to do anything about it other than panic. In practice, it was useless because it just wasted bullets. But I remember it being a thing of like, okay, on one hand, yes, replacing this with a grenade launcher made a lot of sense for gameplay purposes because it made the assault rifle a lot more viable in certain situations. However, the assault rifle's secondary fire in the first game had a narrative purpose that was very neat, but also depressing for the Dead Space world. Do you know what the narrative purpose of the assault rifle's fuck it, shoot everything in my vicinity alternate fire was?
What?
Well, the assault rifle is the only weapon in Dead Space 1 and 2 that's not a tool. It's an actual weapon that's meant to be used to kill people and hurt people. However, Dead Space is also a pretty shitty timeline for how humanity has turned out. So the assault rifle having that alternate function, if memory serves, I want to say was at one point just explicitly called riot mode.
Ah, I see.
Uh-huh. And you never see a civilian running around with an assault rifle in Dead Space. It's always military or police. So, that was a thing. Dead Space might have the shittiest world to live in of any fictional world. Like, it's worse than 40K. Like, can you name a fictional world that's shittier to live in than the Dead Space world?
I'm trying to think.
Okay, we have shitty human life here on Earth where we've run out of resources long ago and there's just constant civil conflict. Also, give it 2 years and everything will be a necromorph.
Yeah. I guess depending on like depending on how scary you find them, Lovecraft. Cause like because with
Lovecraft's one of those ones though where if you don't know, then it's fine, right?
Yeah, I mean like the thing with Lovecraft, like the thing that to me sets it like slightly above Dead Space in being shitty is just that I forget if that was Lovecraft or if that was Lovecraft writing someone else's OC, writing a fan cannon or someone else's OC, but
yeah, you get into that with Lovecraft where it's like, oh yeah, that's a big part of the Lovecraft mythos, and it was written 20 years after Lovecraft's death. What?
Not only that, but also there were characters that Lovecraft got from his friends that were written by.
Oh yeah, because him and Mr. Conan the Barbarian and Mr. Hyperborean Cycle, the three of them love to trade shit back and forth. So Conan will be going through his adventures and just be like midway through a dungeon, and he'll just see fucking goddamn Cthulhu walk through the hallway, and Conan just sits behind a box shitting himself until Cthulhu leaves and fucking wipes the sweat off his forehead and goes, "Ooh, that was close."
Yeah. But yeah, like I think as a thought, it is the guy where he's like. He's dreaming the entire world, and if he wakes up, then everything ceases being. Like that's. I feel like that's one. That is one firm step after the marker. Because at least the marker.
Yeah. There's an argument there to be had because the marker, there's a potential of eternal agony there. At the same time, you can fight the marker.
Yeah.
Like, the dreamer, on one hand, if he wakes up, then presumably there's no agony afterwards. It's just like, poof, you're gone. That's it. It's done. On the other hand, there's no fighting that. There's absolutely no fighting that.
Although, now that we say this, imagine if someone could pull off an interesting thing. Like, I imagine someone could pull off an interesting thing where they try to fight the dreamer, but without waking it up. Because it's especially a question of like, okay, how do you fight this thing without making it notice? Because if it notices, then you'll fail you fail the objective.
Yeah. And you also get into the thing of like, how moral is it to kill the sleeping dog? Because he doesn't mean to hurt us.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah. Once again, like I think Lovecraft. Like, well, I suppose. I suppose I'm not well read enough in Lovecraft stuff to exactly grasp just how fucked the world is, because all I know is that like Innsmouth is filled with fish people, and the Dreamer and Cthulhu.
Yeah. Yeah, the really awkward thing is there are some elements of it that you almost forget. Like, I forgot until Ted reminded me that Cthulhu himself is a fucking, like, he's just a priest of one of the big gods. Cthulhu himself is actually kind of like a couple steps down the totem pole.
Oh.
Cthulhu is not a god.
Cthulhu's the regional manager.
Yes, actually. Which, yeah, that's pretty dire.
Now I'm imagining like a modern rewriting of Lovecraft mythos, but with like, you know, instead of being old gods, they are just like literally middle management. They're just regional managers for like fucking Arby's and McDonald's and shit.
The middle gods. Somehow it just sold less.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I'm trying to think of other answers for the topic, but I can't seem to come up with any.
Yeah, and I need to hop in the shower as they
true.
want me to go do things and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, the fighting games are intro or outro rather. Whatever. That's a podcast, I guess. Bye.
Yeah. We'll be hitting that tomorrow.
Yeah.